Good evening. Hello, fat boy. Hello, Brian. I don't know. I think I think people love me. Isn't that something? Hello, Big Steve. Big Steve, would you like to come up? You can get up here before Grizz does. Well, here's what we'll do. I will, if I can grab the link right, copy. I'll see if I can email it to you, Steve. Uh, it's Steve Grizz. Okay. It says message is sent. StreamYard. Okay. Hello, Mr. Mach 1. Well, Mr. Mach, I wonder if I've got your email address. Oh, Fat Boy don't like Bobby McNutt. Okay. Okay, Big Steve. Uh, I sent you an email. I sent Grizz an email. Okay. I got to check to see if I have Mach. Yeah. There it is. All right. Oh, there he is. Sorry, Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
Well, just finer than a frog here.
Well, I just got blocked out of a channel for nothing. This guy is butthurt. Now he wants to be all gospel and decided he doesn't want Big Steve in his channel anymore. So you get one of these, pal. Enjoy the block.
You're welcome here. Mr. Mach 1, I've sent you an email with the link also. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you have been shit upon.
Yeah.
But I won't do it.
I was only shit on because I liked somebody else. That's why. And I side with that person.
Okay. I've been looking through some of my videos when I took a trip out there to the West Coast.
Yeah.
And the place that they, I didn't see any whales, but they observed whales is DOPO, or no, let me start over. DEPOE Bay. It's in Lincoln County. You know where I'm talking about?
I heard that name before. I don't think I've ever been there, though.
Well, I was there. I didn't see any whales. But like I said, I was looking through my videos, and I thought, well, I might as well run this. It'll actually only come up and hang on, Mach. Looky there.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Well, we was waiting on you. Now the party can start.
Oh, boy.
Hey, look, you guys! It's Mr. Block 1.
Look at this guy, man. That guy right there. See that guy? See him?
Here. Go ahead. Stick your finger back up there.
But anyhow, that's what they claim. That place is good for whale watching. Hello, Brad.
Yeah, I'd rather not even mention that guy's name because it's like, you know, if you say it 3 times, he'll appear.
What do you mean, Pick a Rick?
Huh?
What do you mean, Pick a Rick?
No. Your other buddy.
Oh. Grizz?
No.
Well, that other buddy.
To appear. It's the one guy we don't want to appear.
Yeah. That guy's not my buddy at all. So watch what you say.
I didn't say he was your buddy.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said your buddy.
No, I didn't.
You want to continue to lie on panel here.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't have to lie, Steve. I'll tell you that right now, dude.
That's right.
Hey, ain't nobody. Hey,
no.
I'll tell you something right now, Steve. Ain't nobody done nothing for me in my life. I did this and made this myself. What do you think about that, jackass? Huh?
Oh my God.
Well, what do you think about that, Steve?
I think you're an ass.
I know you're an ass.
Go ahead and yell at me, you fucker. I don't care.
Hey, you know, sometimes you see shit, you got to squash it.
I know. I don't want to be associated with that dude though, so that's why.
B&J, honey,
That
Brad,
dude ain't
check
no
your
fucking bot, you
email.
know?
I don't say his name because if you say his name 3 times, he'll appear.
Yeah, like me, like in the cold.
Well, so has it been cold enough for you guys?
Oh, it's starting to snow now.
Yesterday it snowed here. Now there was no accumulation, but it snowed. Okay, Brad, I understand. Do you get
Hey, come
snow?
on.
Big Steve, do you get snow?
No, we don't get snow out here.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
I know. I want snow so bad, but we just don't get it.
Well, if we get some, I'll ship you some.
Mr. Mach 1 gets all the snow.
Yeah, but I don't rake mine up with a razor blade.
Hey, watch it,
Pretty
pal,
funny.
because I'll storm right up to my room.
You probably would.
How you like that, Mr. Mach 1, huh? How you like that, Mr. Yelling Ass?
You know, if you look up the word jackass in the dictionary, you'll see Steve's picture.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you will. With a short description.
Hello, Aaron Willis. So, Mach 1, how much longer are you going to labor?
Say it again, buddy.
How much longer are you going to work?
Oh, I got another 8 years. And I got the junkyard starting to move forward too now. So hopefully when I do retire, I'll have that and I can just do that. Mess with old cars and stuff.
Oh, cool. I'll come over to your junkyard and start messing with cars and getting things running and stuff.
Hello, Rosanna. Rosanna, did you try to clean out your coffee pot?
Mr. Mach 1, a little bit of ether, a new fresh car battery. Start it right up.
What if we don't have no spark?
Well, then you have to, if it's an older car, you got to check your coil and your points and your spark plugs. You want to check to see if the spark plugs ain't fouled out. You want to look at the points. If the points are rusty, you want to clean off the points. You want to check your coil, check your wires. Well, pretty much it. That's all I know as far as what I do or do not know.
That's a start. I'm proud of you, Steve.
Yeah, if the car is 1970 and older.
Yeah, before if any new cars, I can't help you. I don't know
There's not too many people that can, Steve.
But I did watch my dad growing up all my life, Mr. Mach 1, so I could do some things. I just ain't got no freaking tool.
You ain't got no what?
Tools.
Oh, because you kind of like.
Well, you know,
you're talking.
Stupid.
I think it worked really good, Rosanna.
I'll say it for you. I'm stupid because when my dad passed away, I inherited his box of tools, man, and I freaking sold them like a jackass.
And he probably had a lot of tools.
Not very much, but he had some things that were actually worth something. You know, and good tools too. My dad always bought good tools. He hated crappy tools.
You know, Brian, I'm going to tell you something. These new cars and stuff like that, everything's a positive ground. So if you keep your grounds clean, most of the time you'll never have a problem. It's when the grounds get dirty is when you start having problems with your ignition and stuff like that with your cars. And Kim, I want to ask you a question. You got the Jeez, oh my, it just went. But anyhow, you got it where your car don't stop and start at the light. Now, what did you do to do that?
I bought a modular that I put it in there. Did I say it right?
A what? A mod?
Module. A module.
Module.
Yeah.
A module.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I don't know about every car, but on my car, you raise the hood and it's right there. And I think it's detects whether the hood's open or shut. It's that wire. You just unplug it. This plugs in. You're done.
Oh, so it's pretty much plug and play then.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it? Is it engine kill or something?
Well, every time your car stops at a light, it'll stop running. Then once you press the gas, it starts running. You take off. Hybrid. That's what they're called. The hybrid cars.
Yeah, because I didn't like the idea when I stopped at the stop sign or stopped in traffic, it died.
Right.
And then it'd start back up.
Well, we were just talking about it on one of the streams yesterday, and I figured out if I had you here, I'd ask you.
Now, Mark, it was $110. You can put what I'm talking about in your shirt pocket. Worth every penny of it to me.
Okay.
I drove it to the West Coast, and it never died once unless I shut it off.
Now, how's your fuel economy? Did it change anything on your fuel economy or anything, or no?
No. I mean, you get 26 miles to a gallon.
Okay.
Well, obviously, there's a very, very small margin of gas mileage change because, you know, every time it shuts off, it ain't using gas. So
Well,
now that
it's just when you stop, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But my dad always told me that your car burns a little bit more gas when it's just sitting there idling, right?
Right. Well, your car doesn't use hardly any gas at all to idle, you know.
Well, if you're going to start it right back up, you're going to burn more fuel starting it up.
Yep, that too.
That's the way I was always taught.
So it's good to just keep it running the whole time till you don't need it anymore.
You know, it's usually because when the car starts up, it's cold, so the idle's a little higher, so you're going to use more fuel that way. But if the car's already warm, it's just going to start and run. It's not going to use any more gas.
Well, my main reason why I got this, how many times do you start and stop your car that you're not going to wear out your starter?
I see that's the whole thing right there, and I agree with you because if you're in a city, like if you're in Illinois or if you're in Chicago, I don't know, Chicago or Detroit, then you know you're stopping and going a lot.
And if you're in the state of California, you cannot order it.
Really?
You would have to have someone order it and then send it to you.
Okay.
Now, are you interested in getting one?
No, like I said, we were just talking on another stream yesterday, and so
Okay.
I figured I'd ask you about it.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Mr. Mach 1. Go on, give me one back. That's all you gotta do, man. Don't you know how to deal with me yet, Mr. Mach 1?
Hello.
Let me explain something, dickhead.
There you go. You're getting better.
Maybe I don't want today. Pig's feet and pickled eggs. I got plenty of. You know what? I love pickled pig's feet. I love pickled eggs. So I'm with you straight away. I'll tell you what, I can make a meal out of that.
Pig feet and pickled eggs. That's one hell of a mixture.
I'm telling you, man, I love pickled pig's feet. People, they you know, but they're cleaned. You know, people say, I ain't rocking their own poop. Yeah, but they clean them.
God, I'd hate to smell my farts after that, though. I'm telling you.
But Steve, I'd ask you a question. Have you ever walked outside and have a bird shit on you?
Yes.
Well, then what's the difference, man?
It stinks. You know what? I also have my dad.
After you wash it off, though, it's good again, right?
Oh my God. I don't know, man. And also, I have my dad's one time, a long time ago. My dad used to have this really large red-tailed boa constrictor snake, and I had him around my shoulders, and I took him outside, and I sat down on the stoop over there, and that snake took the biggest shit it ever was going to take in its life on me down my back. And it was the most stinkingest, smellingest shit I've ever smelled that came from a snake. Can you believe that?
Really? I didn't know snake shit could stink. Must be a big ass snake.
Oh yeah, he was big. His body was about this big at the biggest point.
Well, you know, I've never been around a snake long enough to see whether he pooped or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be around one to find out either.
No, he's. If I
before we go any further, I want to apologize. I want to apologize for yelling at Steve on your thing, but I don't like being called a liar. That's one thing. I can't.
I wasn't really calling you a liar, bro. Just fucking with you.
Yeah, but that still just rubs me the wrong way.
Well, then I know that now. Okay, but you didn't have to apologize. It's all good, Mr. Mach 1. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
So Stray, he's saying I also shit through that ham, but you still eat it. Oh.
Okay, what have I missed here? We get so many telemarketers and never know whether there's.
B&J, have a great one, buddy.
Love you, Brad. Bro.
See you, Brad. Terry Walker.
Hey, Dave's backyard is here. What's going on? Yep. Period. Howie, period. I already had my period this month. And Grizz caused it.
Well, of course. He's doing his job.
Anna, I'm crazy. Hello.
Yeah, he's doing his job trying to keep me at bay. Oh, boy.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I learned a long time ago, don't never mess with an old man because they're not going to, they know they can't last long, so they're going to take care of it quick.
That's right.
Yes, you're right.
My dad said, my dad always says, I'll whip you like an old man. I usually carry the difference in my boot.
Well, my dad usually tells me, he says, you think you can eat steel? I know I can't eat steel.
So what would you do with that steel if you said no?
I'm not messing with it. I'm not going to try to even find out. He's 80 years old. I don't want to try to find out.
There you go. Now look, Kim, put that comment up on Front Street from Mr. Howie, please. That's a nice positive comment.
From Fruit Forest?
Fruit Forest, yep. Starts out with the word
how do I do that?
You just look in the StreamYard window where it says live comments, and then you hover over the one you want to show, and it'll say show.
Oh, okay. So I got to close this out. Show. There.
Give no concern who loves you, only give concern to who you love.
Exactly. And to take that off, Kim, you just hit it again. That way we don't hide Mr. Mach 1's face.
I was going to say, There you go.
But yeah, did you see what Stray said there, Kim?
I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, he says, don't know if you need another mod or not, but I recommend Terry Walker to you, Kim, if you do.
Well, I looked at Terry Walker's channel. He doesn't have any content.
Yeah, don't mean nothing. No, he could still be a good person.
Well, I find a lot of people that don't have no content are actually some of your best viewers. You know what I mean?
Well, what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I don't dispute Fat Boy's decision. Okay,
But you would like to know him first, and we understand that.
I would like to see him in
I wouldn't believe it.
and I'm sure he's a good person.
I don't trust Stray as far as I can throw the mother.
The sad part about it, though, Steve, you could probably throw him as far as you can throw yourself.
Possibly so, yeah. I mean, I can't pick up. I can't pick up.
Fat Boy.
I can't pick up.
I don't think
Man.
You've always took good care of me.
This is going to be you, Mach 1.
Don't hate me, Steve, because you got beat up at Fat Camp.
Yeah, the fat camp that you attended, Fat Boy, and got kicked out from.
But now, Mark, you was talking about that start-stop modular.
Yes.
Okay, I've got one more free oil change. And when I take it in, I take it off.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to mess with your warranty.
Yes.
Right.
And now you're a car guy.
Sometimes.
Like I said, I got one more free oil change, and then after that, there's $60-some.
Right.
Is there any way I can get around that to where I can change my own oil without getting my warranty hurt?
Look, as long as you change your oil and keep the receipts where you bought the oil filter and the oil, you're fine. It's when you don't have no proof of changing your oil that you have problems.
Okay, now I'm with you on that. But if I've got my receipt, how do I prove that I actually did it?
Well, because they're going to look at your oil filter and they're going to see that it's been changed, that it's not the original oil filter. And like me, I put a date on it, so it always dates the oil filter.
Oh, you put the date on the oil filter.
Yeah, I take like a, black marker, write the date on the oil filter.
That's a good idea.
I do the same thing with the air filter too.
Okay, that's a good idea too. I put a date on my reminder.
Well, that's a good idea. But see, this is the thing. When you take your car into the dealer, not only are they just changing your oil, they're checking your brakes, they're checking your battery life, they're checking. So they're doing an exam on your car, stuff that you're not going to do. You know what I'm saying? So for every 5,000 or 6,000 miles you get your oil change, it's worth the $60. It really is. And tire rotation, you know as well as I do, man, it saves your tires for a long time.
Okay. I bought this car and they were supposed to have done a full inspection. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, they took care of me before we get too involved. Well, I drove it to Evansville, which is about a mile away or an hour away. And when we was coming home, the sun hit it just right. And there was a dent or a hole in the windshield.
Okay.
Where it had hit a rock, or a rock had hit it or something, before I ever bought it. And when you could get the windshield with the light just perfect, it just looked like it had been splattered with buckshot.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that's weird.
and I took it.
Sorry,
I
guys.
took it
Accidentally.
in there and showed it to them, and they replaced the windshield,
Well, that's good.
but they didn't catch it.
Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, you know. But
Uh-huh.
they probably did catch it, but they figured you wouldn't catch it. You know. But like I says, if you take your vehicle in, they're going to do the inspection on the brakes. That way, you know what your brakes are at, you know, in the whole 9 yards. And like I says, your tire rotation, that means a lot. You can save your tires, you know, from wearing out so fast. And like, you know, Dave's Backyard Chicken and Outdoors, he says right on the side of the, with a Sharpie, use Napa filters better than Fram. Fram filters are not good filters, and Wix filters are not good filters. So you want to stay with something. I like staying like with, I'm a Ford guy, so I stay with Motorcraft filters. You know what I'm saying?
How you like the name, Mr. Block One?
Okay. Now, I go to Walmart on my other cars,
Mm-hmm.
and as long as you're buying a new oil filter, I've used that SuperTech, you know, and I think Fram is just a trumped up name, you know. As long as you're changing that oil filter, now I'm not going to change the oil that quick on this car because it's using synthetic oil.
Okay.
But on the other cars that I've had, 3,000 miles. So with the synthetic oil, how often do you think it needs to be changed?
Well, you know, I mean, first off, I mean, I change mine at every 5,000 miles, irregardless.
Okay.
Because even with synthetic, if you change it and wait too long to change it, it starts baking to the block. You know what I'm saying? So you really want to keep it changed as much, you know, as you should. You don't go by what the oil tells you to change it with. You want to go by what the manufacturer of the car tells you to change it.
Got me a pair.
It says 7,000 miles.
Yes, and then that's when I would change it.
Okay. All right. And then, you know, you can do a deal there on your dash, and it'll say how much percentage you got left.
Right.
Well, when I took it on the trip, I got down below 0%.
Okay.
And then the dealership called me and says, you know, OnStar said you need your oil change. Can I schedule an appointment? I said, you sure can, but you're going to have to wait a little bit. I'm in New Mexico.
Right.
Oh, you're on vacation. Yeah. She said, well, we'll note that. Okay.
Well,
25,000 miles.
I swear to you guys, these kids, I'm going to have to talk to somebody's parents because these kids out here have no care for other people's property. Yeah, I'm looking at you through the door. I've seen them throw balls at my car or my mom's car. They're always constantly running around the cars. They're throwing balls and toys and slamming their bikes into the cars. If I see it one more time, I'm going to talk to a mom or a dad.
Okay.
Well, at least you're not going to beat them up. I appreciate that.
But if you bring it to attention, they'll do it that much more. Yes, you need to do.
Yeah, but every time they hit the car, every time they hit the car, they look at me in my door.
I know.
See, yeah, Brian, I don't have a SuperTech up here in Michigan, so we don't. I don't even know what that is. That brand is because we don't have it up here.
SuperTech is dollar store oil.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm only
I've seen it at
the filter.
Dollar store.
I use when I buy the oil, I use press. What is it? I'll have to think about it. Don't get old. What's the oil that starts with a P?
Prestone?
Well, I think that's what it is. But I've always used that. I think it's Prestone.
Well, if that's the oil you've always used and it's done you well, then keep using it. You know, I use Mobil. I use Mobil synthetic in my cars, but I don't use synthetic until after they break in. So I like to get a few thousand miles on it before I use synthetic.
Well, see, the dealership, I don't know exactly what they're putting in my car.
Well, you don't want to use synthetic, and I'll tell you why. Because your bearings will never get the proper seat. You see what I'm saying? If you use synthetic oil, you know, they just don't seat like they should. That's why you don't want to use synthetic on a new engine.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Stray, you don't have a car for a bunch of kids to scratch, do you? Well, my mom does.
Well, I'm lucky enough, Big Steve, I keep mine in the garage.
Ain't no kids around me.
Well, we have all kinds of kids and vandalism down through here. You got to keep everything locked up.
Really?
It's terrible.
You know, and I'm sorry, man. People might not like when I say this, but some of these kids need their butt beat, and their parents ain't doing it.
Yes.
You know, and they don't have no respect for your stuff, for their own stuff, and they ain't got no respect for their parents, and their parents just let them get away with it. And the government wants to tell you how to raise your kids. Well, I got news for them. If they want to tell me how to raise my kids, they can feed them.
There you go.
Yeah. I came outside, guys, and I've seen the kids blatantly leaning against my mother's car and had a bicycle leaned up against my mom's car. That's all bad.
But their parents, you can go talk to their parents till you're blue in the face, and they still won't do nothing, Steve.
Yeah, I walked out there and I said, sorry, kids, can you get off the car, please? And they immediately got off. Tried to say it as nice as possible so I don't piss off any parents, you know.
And they get mad, they'll come right to your door, you know.
Yeah.
Then you both.
And I don't want to have to tell them, hey, your kid was doing this, your kid was doing that. Oh, don't tell me what my kids are doing.
Well, yeah, but that's how it goes.
I'm saying, Steve. It's a fine line how you handle that, because then they'll do it even worse.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I was really nice to the guys, and I said, I'm sorry, kids, can you please get away from the car?
Hey, Steve, is this your friend in here?
No. Might be yours, though.
I never heard of him. But yeah, kids nowadays, woo, they just don't care. And they ain't got no reason to care, because nobody will do nothing to them.
Yeah. Park your car at my house, Mach 1. Let the kids lean against your Mustang. Then see how pissed you get. You feel me?
Well, hey, and I wouldn't be very happy, that's for sure.
Hell no, you wouldn't. I mean,
Well,
even though
I agree with you, Big Steve, but like I'm saying, you got to be careful. And you did it the right way. You said please. So, but.
And I was very nice to them. I didn't have a deep voice. I didn't have a bad look on my face to scare them or nothing. You know, I just, oh, kids, you know, I even scratched my head like this. I was like, kids, don't lean against the car, please. And they kind of looked at me and they just moved away. Because I'm telling you, I'm not like that. I'm not mean to kids, man. The kids are cool to me. I don't mind them at all.
No,
I just want to be.
And that's understandable. But the thing about it is that even if you go to their parents nowadays, their parents, they're going to stick up for their kids before they're going to listen to you, you know.
I expect that anyways, I expect that before I expect everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm your friend, Grizz.
Hey,
Oh, I
Grizz,
forgot.
check your email. You can come up here.
Dingleberry Farm was Grizz.
I figured that.
That's funny.
I think if I remember correctly, I think I saw him using that.
I didn't know. I figured it was somebody.
I figured it was. That's why I did what I did.
That's why I asked him if he was one of Steve's friends.
Well, Grizz, come
Oh
on
yeah,
out.
I guess he was Mr. Mach 1.
I guess so.
Oh hell no, Stray. No way. I'm not going to jail.
No kidding.
And criminal charges against kids.
Well, he's not saying use the BBs. He's saying use popcorn kernels.
Oh, that's funny, but no, they'll still be like, yeah, I'd rather just leave the little bastards alone.
Are you actually going to use that name, Grizz?
I think it's funny.
Hey, Kim,
Then he asked if anybody wanted any raisins.
what did I tell you?
He's got milk duds.
I knew it was Grizz.
Then how you banned me?
Huh?
How come you banned me?
I didn't know who it was for sure, but I thought, yep, that's Grizz.
See,
You want
let's see what
name
that message was. See, that's not something that Grizz regularly says, so it would have been hard to distinguish who that was. He would have had to start talking a little more for me to figure him out.
Hey, that's pretty neat. He come in here and unbanded himself. Okay, that'll work.
Hello, Rosanna and Stray and Grizz and Steve and Mark. And did I miss anybody?
Howley,
Hey, wait, hold on. Did you just say hello to yourself? I think you did. You said Grizz. You said, hello, Stray and Grizz and Rosanna. And
I see Grizz in chat. He's not here.
Grizz.
But
But hey,
I thought I saw Grizz in chat. I'm Dingleberry Farm. I'm not Grizz tonight.
yeah, Grizz is there. She said, see, I told you I have no friend.
well, Steve needs to change his to Milk Dud Farms.
Oh, you don't like that name I put on there, Mr. Block 1?
I don't care what you put on there.
Grizz or Ralph.
Steve, I still got you blocked on Facebook.
Block me then.
I don't know how.
You got to go into your top right-hand corner of your Facebook. There's going to be a settings tab. You go in there, then you look on the left-hand side. There's going to be a bunch of little menus, and you put it's either people or security tab. I think it's under the security tab. Once you go in there, then you'll see a block list. You got to look for my name in the list, though.
Okay. I don't have anybody else blocked but you. But anyhow, Stray says Dingleberry, the brown fruit.
Hey, they're dehydrated raisins.
Yeah, they stick to the hair in your butt crack when you've been sweating for a long time.
And they're chewy.
Are they chewy, Steve?
I never ate dingleberries out of my butt crack.
Yeah, I gave it to you, Rosanna. No, on that deal, no, I have to stick with this here. I might change it in another month or so, but no, it's. I want to play that one by ear.
You're gonna change it again,
I'm thinking about it.
man.
It depends on how many 911 calls come through and stuff with it.
Has
They've
it?
already found your new one now?
That's what they were calling with. They didn't get my old one.
But have they been calling lately?
Well, I have everything on block, so I don't know. I'm talking about if I get any more, 911 calls from the sheriff's department and stuff.
Right.
If they continue calling them using my number, then I'll change it. And no big deal. I haven't given this number out to tons of people, so it's not going to hurt for me to start all over again with another month. I would have gone ahead and changed it on over, but the phone company that I'm saying is that I'm stuck with this for the full month anyway. And they don't just change the number. I have to discontinue this service and start up another service. So,
right.
No big deal.
Well, Rosanna said, no, you didn't. I sent you a text and you never answered.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Oh, she did send me a text.
Yeah, she said you never answered.
Yeah, uh-huh. Oh.
I haven't been looking at the phone a whole lot. And this phone doesn't give the little notification noise and stuff when something comes in.
That's because you have it turned off. I know that's an Android, Grizz.
Well, what happened was Grizz put his phone number in the private chat. No problem, right?
Yeah, that's probably where they got him.
That's exactly where the troll got it. So now we don't put the invite link in the chat. So nobody can get in here. I don't think they can unless I email it to you.
Right. Well, that's probably the safest way to do it. But I don't think it hasn't been going on too much lately, has it?
Well, evidently Grizz has had it going on.
When's the last time you had to go to you, Grizz? Looks like you froze up.
I ain't going to no gospel prayer meet at McNugget's house.
Told you don't say that name 3 times. You'll appear.
Hey.
Hey, Fishing 1976.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm going to put some of this in your coffee, Mr. Mach 1.
I don't drink coffee.
Or in your Coke.
I don't drink Coke.
Pepsi.
I don't drink Pepsi.
What the do you drink then?
Okay, my
tea and ice water. Yeah, you froze up there for a minute.
Yeah, that's because I opened up my email. I just texted you back there, Rosanna.
Hey,
Pretty good there, 76.
So when's the last time that they 911'd you there, Grizz?
I would rather not say.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't even want to talk about that because.
Well, it just seems like it's been happening less because
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get that guy. Don't want to give him no feed. He likes to hear him be talked about and the stuff. So,
right.
It's all water underneath the bridge.
Water under the bridge. Forgiven. Forgotten.
Oh.
We're saying a prayer for Grizz right now.
He needs to say a prayer for you, Mr. Block 1.
Prayer helps.
So what did you think of that video there, Mark?
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was awesome. But it's the thing. The whole thing about that is that I got onto a stream the other night, And these guys were just bragging how they got these guys all these, you know, this and that. And I'm going to tell you something. You could have 100,000 subs, but if you ain't getting the watch time, if they're not watching your videos, they're worthless.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I got another follow-up video that I've made that I just got to go through the editing on it. I've already shot it all, but I got a follow-up video that's actually telling what, you know, what the process that I'm going through, what I'm doing, that you get a more stable deal. My Alf channel, I'll have my watch time long before I get my subscribers.
Right. Well, see,
Which,
the thing of it is, though, is that we've all done it. I'm not going to say that we all haven't done it because we've went to channels, right. People's called us out, and people's come over and they, you know, subbed to us and this and that, but you never see them again.
Right.
You know, and I got people that are subbed to me that been subbed to me for a long time, but I don't never, they haven't been on my channel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like we've all done it, but I'm just trying to let people know it's not helping them any.
Well, see, when they changed the rules, you know, to where they, you know, had to have 1,000 subscribers, I played that game, you know, back then, so I could stay subscribed. And, you know, not all of the subscribers I picked up with sub for sub, but I would say about 100 or 200 of them probably were, you know, a sub for sub type of a deal. Now, if I had to do it all over again, I would have gladly given up the subscription, you know, the monetization, because in reality, you get 1,000 subscribers, you get monetized, and you make yourself what, 30 cents a week. You know, I mean, you know, I would rather build up a good, solid subscription base that's getting the watch views, the watch time from that, than have it all and just get pennies. I think I actually hurt myself in the long run doing that.
Because it's like cluttering up space. You know what I'm saying? You got people, but they're not watching your videos, so it's just a clutter. Is all it is. But if you got 10 people watching your videos, you know, out of 100 subscribers, then there you go. You're not making any money.
And by the way, there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to that I don't watch their videos most of the time, but on rare occasion, I know they put out that video that I want to watch.
Right.
And I don't mind, because even if I never watch them, if it's a person that I really like, I get to joke in with here and chat or whatever, then I'll subscribe to somebody that I'm getting to know. But I don't just subscribe, you know, I mean, I don't just subscribe to somebody just because they need some subscribers. I don't do that anymore.
No, I want to be able to watch your videos, but how many subscribers do you have that don't have any content to watch?
I would say about 50% of them.
Well, and that's the same with me and everybody else in here. So it's all pretty much the same, you know, around the board. But those people are probably watching your videos.
And those are the subscribers that you want, the ones that don't make videos. Uh-oh. Bad boy's in trouble. I'll talk to you later, bad boy. I'm going to call you.
Talk to you later, Trey.
Brian?
Is that, hey, hold on. Before you go, Stray, is that butthole a puckering? All right, we'll see you.
Brian, that is the best way to get your watch time is on the live streams.
That's where, hey, Brian, prior to me starting doing live videos, live streams, you know, I've had my channel for about a year, the Alf 270 channel. Prior to that, I had probably 8,000 or 10,000 watch time minutes. Just in the last month since I started live streaming, I have 108,000 watch time minutes. And you need what, 240,000 watch time minutes, I think it is?
Yeah.
So I'm getting close to halfway there just in 1 month time. What, 240,000 watch time minutes, I think it is?
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And of course, what people don't realize, whatever you did exactly 1 year ago will fall off.
Yeah, but they're not there. Once you reach the 4,000 watch time hours or 240,000 watch time minutes, once you achieve that, if you drop underneath that, they're not interested in demonetizing you. Not unless there's a major shakeup where they got to, do it. But they're not looking. That they put out a deal saying they're not looking to demonetize anybody that drops under.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how far under can you go before they drop your monetization?
They don't have any set amount on that. Their only criteria is how many hours it takes to get there. It's not a matter of how many hours you keep. Now, on the same token, they can at any given time raise it from 4,000 watch time hours to 10,000 watch time hours. So it's best to keep your watch time hours up. So if they do raise that, it's a lot easier to achieve that next step goal to stay monetized.
But see, I got a question because with my other channel, I got 94 subscribers, but I can do lives. Why is that?
You can do live on your computer.
Yes.
Yeah. To do live, there's no set amount. To do a live stream, you can have 10 subscribers and go live. You just have to be approved from YouTube. You have to do an approval process or something.
I've done nothing with that channel. All I did was make it. I got 94 subscribers, and I go live. I've never asked for permission or nothing.
Maybe it's because it's already linked in.
Huh?
Can you do it on your phone?
I can do it on my phone or on my computer. I did it on my computer yesterday.
When you do it on your phone, you have to do it with StreamYard or something, right?
Well, I did it with StreamYard on my computer. Is that why I was able to do it?
No, I mean on your phone.
Yeah, my phone, I can do it either way.
But when you do it on your phone, you had to do it. You weren't using the YouTube Live app, right?
I was using the YouTube Live app.
Really?
Yes.
And you was able to go live with 94 subscribers on your cell phone.
Yes. Is it because of the business?
Because you're not supposed to, unless they change that.
Yeah. See, I didn't think you were supposed to either, but for some reason, I don't have no problem doing it.
I think you found some secret way to hack YouTube, and we need to know it.
All I did was push the button. I mean, is it because of my Mach 1 channel?
Possible. Is it made with the same email address?
Yes.
Then yeah, it may be linked to your.
Well, no, it's got its own email address.
Maybe somebody else had your address.
I don't know, Mark.
Unless there was a glitch or something going on.
If you can do it, do it.
Yeah, that was Alf. I couldn't see earlier, right?
No, it was it Elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird because you couldn't see Mama, you couldn't see Sherry or Chris.
Able to see you either. It was weird.
I can see Grizz 270, and I can see everybody in the chat. Switch over to Alf real quick, see if I can see his little butt.
What's that there, Brian? You think I'm grandfathered in?
Mr. Mach 1, that is Grandpa Mach.
I got 3 grandchildren.
Grandpa, can I drive your car?
No.
I had 3 grandchildren.
You had?
Well, they're still alive, but I'm not married to that woman. So you kind of lose them, right?
Well,
Okay.
not if you're your blood.
Can you read this here?
They would have been all step. I can't read it.
Yeah, I can read it.
I can't read it. There you go.
Yep. It says
Okay. Yeah, but I did it with my phone too.
I mean that's with my phone. I You know, here's my YouTube channel, my Altitude 70 channel, and I click the camera there. That's how I went into that, and it says no. And so I'm not so sure that you were doing it with you. How long ago was it, Mach 1?
Just a few days ago, because I was at the yard when I did it.
Oh, are you sure you didn't use StreamYard or Streamlab or something like that?
I know. I did the
Because I know you can do it. I can go live with Streamlab on there, but I can't do it with the YouTube setup.
see right here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says
Wait a
go
minute.
live.
And what channel is it on?
That's Lee's Auto Parts.
Huh?
That's the Junkyard channel.
And see if you can go live with it.
Now it's telling me liability your channel does not meet our update.
I'll
Oh.
bet you when you did it, you thought you was on your small channel. You was actually on your larger channel.
God, take him off of Front Street. I can't stand to see his face. Thank you.
It could be. It could be great. No, do you know what? I'm lying to you guys. I had my laptop up there when
Oh, you don't like that?
God, oh God, please.
That looks
He's
better
ugly.
than that.
Hey, now here's the handsome guy.
Look at that pumpkin head.
Here. There you go.
Yeah, I had my laptop when I was up there. Hey, pretty boy.
Yeah, pretty boy Kim. Hey.
No, Brian. People weren't grandfathered on in. Now wait a sec. Let me take that back. There is some truth to it, Brian. I was monetized, and I was facing losing monetization. I know of a number of other people that did lose monetization, through the whole process. But I know that people that first started out with YouTube, like when they first started the first couple of years, those people, they're not subject to the changes. They are grandfathered on in. That was the contract that they had, the original YouTubers.
So,
Yeah.
well, hang on a minute. So with me being, I started my channel in December of 2006. So I was grandfathered in. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure if 2006 is old enough to grandfather on in. I don't know. Remember when it was?
2005 is the earliest.
Because I started December of 2006 when I started my channel.
So you probably started when YouTube was like almost 2 years old.
But
But when they
And the
changed
next question
it was
is-
a couple years ago.
now, did you just create a name or did you create a channel at that point?
No, I had a channel.
It's funny, you guys. I remember when YouTube launched in 2005, and I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. I was like, "What is this YouTube? This is stupid," and I clicked off of it.
I tell people around here, they ask me, well, what do I do? And I said, well, I use the computer. I do YouTube. What is YouTube? You'd be surprised people don't know what YouTube is in this area.
I didn't even start messing with YouTube until 2015. No joke.
Well, last night when the cop was here, he got to talk to me about the YouTube and stuff. He told me he's thinking he's going to start up a YouTube channel now. I was telling him all about the stuff that I was doing. He said he was subscribing and everything. But I mean, he was pretty cool about it.
So actually, my first video that I posted was 2008. But I started my channel in December of 06.
Well, I started YouTube in 2009, and I didn't actually make a video until 2010.
Okay, this is it right here. Published first video, I published it on November 21st, 2007.
Cool.
That was a drag race down in Detroit.
Well, you really are Grandpa Mach 1. You've been here.
He's older than me on YouTube.
You've been here for a while.
When did I
Chris, you are
start
much
my?
older than I am, are you? I'm 54. So what, you got a couple years on me?
Who you asking?
Grizz.
Oh,
What's that?
I said, what, you got a couple years on me? I'm 54.
Yeah, I got 6 years on you. Oh, maybe 7.
Okay. So you're not that much older than I am.
how old do you think I am, Mark?
I would say you're 62.
Bless you, honey. I'm 62.
Brian J., I'm going to tell you something. I know Detroit Hood Rats Racing. I knew Dwayne real well. He was a good friend of mine. And he passed away. And now another guy's running that channel. And he's doing a really good job. And he's doing a lot of stuff at the Dragway and stuff like that. So, yeah, I've known those guys for a long time.
Well, I didn't really start doing live streams until I bought my webcam, and that was in July the 27th in 2017.
Okay.
Now, I make videos, and I watch YouTube, but I didn't do live streams until I bought my webcam.
I just got a webcam just a couple months ago, but I always use my phone, if I did one. I never did a lot of them. When Michael Horsford, me and him used to do a few of them here and there, but that was it. And that was a couple years ago.
Cool.
Where do you find out when you started your channel?
On your About page,
Yeah, just go to your About page, and then it'll tell you right up in the corner there. Go to my channel. And then go to your About. And I joined December 31st of 2006. It'd be right under your views.
Okay, I see it. I joined September 22nd, 2007.
Okay, so you're just.
But I didn't put out my first video until 2016.
Yeah, I did my first video there. And I started really getting into it when I was 6. So it's God, I don't even know when that was.
oh, hi, Alex. I'm sorry. I haven't been paying attention to chat.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
I haven't seen him around for a long time. Brian, Michael Horsford is the guy that helped me start live streaming the first time. When I was messing around with it, and I don't know how he found me, but he hopped on in there, and then I gave him my phone number or something. I don't know what it was, and then he called me up when we was talking, and he walked me on through how to get Google set up, Google Hangouts to work and be able to live stream for the first time.
I talk to him every day, man. He's my buddy.
Do ya?
Yep, he's doing real well. He's got a job, so he's been working a lot. He works some weird hours too. So we're gonna get back into live streaming here once he figures out, which way he's going with his job.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him for so long I'd forgot about him. But yeah, he helped me get started with it. Yeah, he is a cool guy.
Yep, he's a real good guy. I talk to him every day. Him and his dad both. Great.
Wasn't he a cop or something at one point?
No, he's always been in the computer stuff, and he has his own business, but now he's a high-low driver.
Okay. Yeah, I must be thinking of somebody else on that part of it, but it was Michael Hartford or whatever his name is. He was the one that helped me get set up.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy. He's we matter of fact, I talk to him almost every single day.
Cool.
Well, the way I really got started, I was just watching videos, and I was looking for a gas can. And I run across Doing It Cheap Bob. and he was revamping a gas can, and that's how I got started. And then that's where I met Grizz, and I'm not for sure how I come across you, Mock, but I'm glad I did. Probably on Rick's channel.
We did. That's when we're doing all that other channels. Was all getting on his live feed.
Yeah. If I'd have never met Iron Dog 63, I wouldn't know Mach 1.
Oh, well, how did you meet me, Steve? I don't remember where and when we ran into each other.
I think I ran into you through Iron Dog's channel too.
That fucker.
Yeah,
I would have kicked his ass.
I met this jackass at Dogs, and I met this jackass at Dogs too.
I'm not ever going back to. I'm not ever going back to Dog's channel ever again. That does it.
Well, I tell you what.
Hey, Dingleberry Farms, while you're there, why don't you go ahead and give Steve a wet willy because you're right next to him.
Now that's the funniest thing I've seen on YouTube yet.
Yeah, and I met Iron Dog from AJ's Adventures channel.
I don't even know how I met Iron Dog. I just popped up on his channel one day, and he was from Michigan. That was it.
Yeah, I like the old feller. I disagree
Yeah,
with his political views, but
Well, I'm thinking that a lot of people came from doing it cheap, Bob, though.
I never knew about him until after I met all the rest of you guys.
Okay.
Well, the way I met doing it cheap was back when he had like 800 subscribers or something like that there, and Cheaper Than Dirt, Idaho Hillbilly was pushing him, you know. Told about it. What do you call it? I kept on calling him Cheaper Than Dirt instead of doing it cheap.
Right.
So that's how I come across Bob.
Yeah, see, that guy, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way when the way he treated people and stuff like that. So I just stayed away from him.
Well, he was talking about Idaho Hillbilly, was saying, what am I going to do with all this snow? And Bob told him, he said, make you some snow ice cream. He said, well, how will that be? He said, well, you make your snow ice cream, and then you go out there the next day, and you want more snow ice cream, and all the snow's gone.
that's going to be you, Mach 1.
That's right.
So that's how I got started with Idaho Hillbilly. And he had goats. Zach and Yak or something like that. And the bears got them.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Steve, is your hands clean?
Nah, they're dirty. I need to wash them.
Okay, well, I got to go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What the hell was that about? Are my hands clean? Okay, I got to go pee. Be right back. He's a funny guy, man, Mr. Block 1 there.
Hey, we all have fun. So that's great. Cab 7, I haven't seen him for quite some time.
Come on, girl.
He wanted you to spot him.
I don't want her barking at the skunk out here.
Come on, girl.
Brian J., that's foul, homie. That's foul. A man would have to kill me or seriously beat the living hell out of me before I would let his go-go into my hand.
Oh, he does.
I ain't jerking nobody's gherkin, okay? No.
Well, no.
He don't want to jerk my chain no more. I can tell you that.
I swear to God, when I go up to Grizz's, I'm bringing my sawed-off shotgun, and I'm gonna keep it right here when I'm sleeping in the tent, just in case something happens.
Jeez.
You don't be sneaking around my tent, Grizz, because you hear that click clack sound. That
I ain't too worried about it. You already told me you're a deep sleeper. Put it this way, I'm going to bring all my buddies on over. We're going to have a party while you're asleep.
Hey, man, that's the scariest sound in the world, though. That of the shotgun. Wow. When you hear that and it's right there near you and it's pointed at you, you know you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you don't even have to have a shell in there. That's a distinct sound. That is.
Oh, Brian J., come on now. I could take that thing with me on Amtrak. Nobody would even freaking know it. But obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a dumbass. That thing's only about like this, dude, and the handle folds downward like that. I could stick that right in my jacket. Hey, nobody would never know. Don't want to find out neither.
Well, Steve, they always told me, don't ever bring anything into a fight that you're not willing to have shoved up your ass.
I like that. That's also very true.
Airballs,
They
Tim.
could take it away from you, and that's where it beat.
Yep. And you never point a gun at a man unless you intend to kill him.
Right. So I just don't play with guns. Hello, Tim's World. Hairballs.
Yeah, well, I have no intentions of ever hurting anybody. My weapons are solely for home protection and target use at the range. I go to the range sometimes and I blow off a few hundred rounds through my shotgun or blow off a few hundred rounds through my pacemaker, and that's about it.
Well, Steve, I have no intentions of ever hurting you when you get on up here. That's why I got some Novocaine ready to rub on your ass.
Okay.
Steve, the reason why I asked you if your hands were clean, so when I went pee, you could assist me and held it up for me.
Little higher there, Steve, with that finger. You didn't reach high enough. Higher. You almost had him. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, man, that sucker went right up there.
I'm
Right through
telling
your
you, man,
ear there, Mark.
I felt like I got poked in the butt over that one.
See, I can take my hand and go, ooh.
Hey, Steve, smell your finger.
Don't do that again, Steve. It's kind of like this here, guys. Kind of like this here. Here you guys. Smell that. Does my finger smell like ass?
No, I don't even want to smell that finger. Oh, God.
I want to ask you a question, Steve. You ever pick your belly button and smell your finger?
Yes, and I know what that smells like, Mark, and it's terrible, dude. So I periodically keep myself clean just for that reason. Hey, I'll tell you guys what, okay? I have baby wipes over here, and I love baby wipes. They help clean very well.
Thanks, honey. See, she's hiding.
So I just take a baby wipe and put it around my finger like this, and I reach down there and I go like that, right? All up in my belly button, and it cleans it.
You got it. You got it all wrong there, Stevie. You take the wet wipe or whatever, poke a little hole in the middle of it. Then you slide your finger through the hole, then you clean your belly button, and then you clean your finger off.
Nah, man, you gotta. If you have like an innie, like I do, I'm overweight, so I have a really big innie belly button. If I don't clean in there, it gets pretty bad.
Up your belly button to scratch your liver.
Almost, man, almost.
Your wife's going to think we're sick.
I swear, it's like it goes down at least. It goes down at least that far.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. My wife has to love me. She's always put up with me over the years.
Damn it! Got some in my fucking eye.
But
You're
yeah,
Steve, you don't have to worry about the size of your belly button until it reaches the size of a kiddie's swimming pool.
You know, honestly, this year I was a little ashamed of myself. My neighbor out here had a one of those freaking blow up swimming pools that kids and adults can get into. Well, I tried to get into his pool, and when I did, I put my leg over the side. And when I did that, I like pulled it down a little bit, and hell of water started pouring out of the pool. He was like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" So I threw my leg up, and I went like this into the pool. He was like, "Damn, fat boy, you made hell of water come out." I was like, sorry, bro.
it was like a whale jumping in a lake.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Hey, Tim's Realtor wants to know if you could put a tampon in your belly button, Steve.
Just about. It would protrude.
It's all about.
That's gross. That's gross, Tim.
Oh.
Damn.
Hey, Grizz, I was asking Kim about his car, how he made it so it didn't stop at the light. Because we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And he said
Yeah.
a little plug and play thing, you can plug right into it and stop it from doing it.
Be right back, guys. I gotta go pick up Mom.
Okay.
Steve. Yeah, like I said, I think it's actually to detect whether your hood is up or not. I mean, if they was going to make a car where you couldn't disable that at all, they wouldn't put that plug in right there in front of the car.
Yeah, they did that for a reason, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, where did Stray and Brian and everybody go?
I don't know.
Stray said he had to take off. I don't know where Brian went.
Well, still got 9 people watching.
Yeah.
Do you know that when I started this channel, I got a thumbs down before anybody came in?
When you started this chat?
Yeah.
What was it?
Brian's back. He's the one that pointed it out. He said, "How did you get a thumbs down and we haven't even started yet?" There you go. I guess I'm loved that much.
Well, no, I'll tell you how that happens before you even start. Is with StreamYard, when you go to create the name, even before you click that live button, it's already sent the notification out. As soon as you create it, there's the notification out there that's going to stop. So they can click on in there on that notification, and the chat box is already there. You can chat before it's even started. And at that point, you can give it a thumbs down before it even starts.
Now I got 2 thumbs down. But they had to be in here to give it to me.
Yeah.
And Brian, you was talking about the watch hours. Okay, now I don't know if I'm totally right, but right now it's showing 11 people watching, and if 11 people watches for an hour, you got 1,000 hours or 1,000.
Well,
I think.
On my live streams, I typically, no matter how long the live stream is, it typically says that I get on average a 20-minute watch time per person.
Oh, okay.
That's on mine. Now yours might be a higher, I mean, you might have people, and those are some, I'm doing like some 4 or 5. So the one I did earlier today was 6 hours long.
Well, if somebody comes on your channel, just one person, you should get 6 hours per person. But you don't.
If they stay for the full 6 hours,
Right.
So most of the people they'll take off, they'll leave, then they might come back again for another 20 minutes, and they'll take off and leave or whatever. But some people are there, but there's a lot of people that are just constantly coming and going too. They might be there only for 2 or 3, 4 minutes, but you have that 1 or 2 people that was there for the full time, so that helps. It's an average that like what I'm saying, that 20 minutes is an average per person. Yeah, I know, Brian. There's a number of people that do. I'm just saying on average. I mean, that's meaning that there's some people that click on in there, they listen for 3 or 4 minutes and say, no, this is it for me. Because that video that I did today, the live stream I did today, I had almost 300 views during the live stream. But if I had 300 people watch the whole live stream, that would that would have been 300. That would have been 1,800 hours.
Well, Rhonda right here says that she just stopped by to give a thumbs up. As long as they stay 15, you get a view count.
Right. I think that's right. Well, Rhonda, thank you for coming in. I stumbled across one of your live streams here a while back, and I supported your channel. And thank you for coming in here. And that's kind of what YouTube, to me, should be like.
Yeah.
We help each other. Because there is no I in team.
Right.
So I would not be here if it wasn't for the people supporting me. And it's kind of like that saying, you're never too tall, you can't bend over and help somebody.
I am. I can't bend over. Let's see here.
Yeah, yes, there is an I in Tim, and there is an I in Kim. There you go, Tim.
Well, there's an I in team. It's in the a-hole.
There you go.
No, I was getting the venison sausage out.
These glasses sometimes are kind of a pain, but I'm glad they invented them because I can't see nothing without them. Yeah, we talked about whipping the kids. Yep.
Let's see here. I got some venison sausage.
Yeah, time clock does not work because they just think, well, shoot, man, I get a little time to rest. Now I'm going to get back out there and do it again.
Well, I never got too many whippings from Dad. But when you got one, It gave you something to think about for a while.
Oh, I never, my dad did it with me. It was my mom. She was one I was afraid of.
Well,
Yeah.
she'd use a switch, but that wasn't no problem. You could live through
No,
it.
it was my mom that I was afraid of too, Mark.
But now, Dad, he beat your ass.
Yeah, see, that was the other way around. My dad would sit you down and talk to you and be like, please whip me and get this over with. My mom, she didn't give you no warning. She'd take that little, those little house extension cords, those little brown and white ones, and she would wear my legs out, man. Woo!
Yeah. Well, we had a bush right there at the corner of the front porch. And she could go out there and break one of them off and rip through them leaves and come in there like a warrior, and now the beatings will begin.
Yeah, my mom was only 5'2" hillbilly, She's just mean, man. But she was raised up with the name Pig. And I ain't kidding you. Her name was Juanita Pig. Me and my brother used to run around the house and say, hey, you want to eat a pig? Poor lady. I almost feel sorry for her as bad as she beat us.
I'm still here, guys. I just cooked myself some dinner.
All right.
What'd you cook there, Grizz?
I'm heating up some, or cooking up some venison sausage to put in some potato soup.
That's what I'm talking about. Cat. Tim's girl said you're eating cat, Grizz.
Now that would be tasty.
Well, Stray, he took out. We got Mr. Block One's got us muted. He had to go pick up his mommy.
Yeah, but he said he'd be back.
Yeah, I know. Kim, how many children you got?
Me?
Yeah.
None that I claim.
None that you claim.
So there could be one out there.
You're just unsure, huh?
Well, it never was approached to me. So I'm going to leave it alone. If you understand what I mean.
I understand exactly what you mean. There's no use of paying for it now, and they could have got a hold of you a long time ago.
Right.
And Brian said, none that I claim. Laugh out loud. Brian, you don't even claim your kids, do you? No, I'm kidding. Brian's got 3 kids. Or 4. How many kids you got, Brian? 3, right? A girl and 2 boys? See, none of my kids were mistakes. They were all lessons. Lessons not to do it again.
So the reason why I'm not for sure, when I seen this girl, there was somebody else in the picture at the same time.
Okay.
So there's a time frame there it could have fell in. Does this make sense? Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Shoot. That's an invalid.
So, in other words, she was doing you and somebody else at the same time. So who knows?
Yeah, and it was only a couple of nights.
It only takes one.
All right. So I was kind of she did it to get back at him, maybe. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's how I lost my virginity. Girl was mad at my next door neighbor. She's mad at her boyfriend. It was my next door neighbor. She came over and got me and took me out. Yeah, I didn't. I just let it happen. Yeah, just let it happen. But I got
Rhonda, I missed you. Thank you for coming in.
Look, that she was on another phone. Had me on.
Hey, there's JT.
Call, and she was on the phone.
what's with Brian Stay mad. Look at there's JT the farmer. What's up, little JT? Yeah, I got 2 boys and 2 girls, and I'm telling you, my girls gave me more heck than my boys ever did.
I smell the farmer. You smell that, you guys?
The farmer?
Yeah, I smell the farmer.
JT, give me a minute. I'll email you a link.
Oh, it's JT. That's what I was smelling.
Tim, I was 12 years old, buddy. I was 12 years old. And Tim said I lost my virginity at 11 with one regret. I wasn't 10. We got John Games up here. What's up, John?
How are you feeling, John? You still hurting?
Okay.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. Those Hot Wheel tracks, they hurt too because they have a little plastic, man. They just leave a nice little ring right on your butt. But my mom used to take those brown extension cords, man. Our legs would look like candy canes after she get done with us. She never hit us in the face or in the back or anything. She went for the legs.
Okay, JT and John, check your email. I sent you an invite link. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome. A Hot Wheels track. I've heard of that. Man, them things hurt.
Oh, I've had them. I got it. They're good enough to leave a welt right on you.
Oh my God.
Yep, they'll leave a welt right on you. So Kobe is in New York.
John, how have you been? Like I said, check your email. You got a link.
Kobe C, you're into UFOs? Aliens and UFOs are angels.
Okay, hang on. Yeah.
That sounds kind of interesting.
John, not connected.
Freddie the Corvette guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mark, that car, when I bought it, it didn't have a spare tire.
Oh, they got to come in. Did they get you one?
No, I had to buy one of my own.
Really? Did you buy the car off a used car lot or something, or?
It was a certified pre-owned.
Okay. I'm surprised that they didn't give you a spare tire with that.
They didn't. I ordered one. I asked them if I could order one through them, and I called back a day later, and they didn't know. I said, fine, I'll order it myself. So I may have jumped the gun and bit my nose off to spite my face, but I ordered one from GM. And
Okay.
it cost me $600 to get it.
For the spare tire? Wow. Hey, Brian, when did they do that? Because my wife's car, when I bought it, knew it had a spare tire. Or is the car's not spare tires?
See, they're claiming the spare tire makes the car lighter with no spare tire.
Say what
That
now?
saves gas. Just like the auto stop feature. It saves like 1 gallon or 1 mile per gallon, over a long period of time.
See, the last one I bought was my wife's Shelby, and it's got a spare tire in it.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm going to tell you, my wife's Shelby, I bought it last year and had a spare in it. Now, unless it's something for 2019, I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I got an air pump and a can of sealant. And I knew I was going to do this trip, so I wanted the spare tire.
Oh, no, you got to have a spare tire.
And if you call road assistance, that's not going to help you, because if you don't have a spare tire, they don't have one.
They can't change it for you. Yeah, I don't know, Brian. I haven't bought a
You might
Chevy.
see the city cars. They're trying to hold the cost down on those expensive cars.
Look, man, these cars nowadays, you're paying $50,000 just for an old truck nowadays.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, but, people are buying more trucks than they are anything. That's why these companies are wanting to start slowing down on making cars.
Well, what's odd to me about the whole deal is they say the economy's doing really great and everything, but if you compare wages of, say, like the mid 70s and the cost of a vehicle back then and compare the wages, the same, crowd to a truck today, it's not the same. We've gone in the hole.
No, you're exactly right. Because now you're paying $50,000 for a car, and top rate for a line worker nowadays is what, $31 an hour? And these guys are still living check to check.
Yep.
When I quit working 5 years ago,
You're right, Brian.
I was making what the hell was it? 10.46 an hour. Something like that. I forget. After 40 years of working there.
Man.
But I made a living at it.
Yeah.
Well, you can make a living at it. I mean, the thing about it is that you live what you make. You live within your means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing of it is that I work in a plant and I make good money, but we spend it. we live within our means. So what we make is what we use to live on. You know,
You probably live in an area where it's higher cost of living too.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, but my wife works. She makes pretty much the same thing I do. You know, plus I got my side. You know, I buy and sell cars and that on the side in the junkyard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's just always something to do. You know, so you make what you want to make, really. I mean, it comes right down to it.
Yeah.
Hello, Dad Perfect.
Hello, Perfect Dad. So I mean, that's just it. But again, now you know, like where Brian lives at down there in California, man. Cost of living down there is astronomical. A buddy of mine had a 900 square foot home. He sold it for $450,000.
Holy cow.
He moved up into Oklahoma and bought a 2,500 square foot home for $250,000 with a built-in pool and a 4-car garage.
Wow.
So just the difference from Oklahoma to California, that was huge.
Yep.
Up here, you know, you pay probably for a 2,200 square foot home, you're probably paying about 200,000 right around that area. And you go down to Kentucky and buy the same house, you're buying it for 150,000 or less.
$275,000.
And how much property has he got on that house there, Brian?
Probably a 60 by 80 lot.
So he's on a corner lot. So usually the corner lots are a little bigger, right?
Yeah.
So, but 200, what's the square footage of his house though, Brian? Because my old house, it was a 3-bedroom house and it was 950 square foot.
JT, I don't think that YouTube friend thing works anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, so he's got a 2,200 square foot home. I bought my house 13 years ago. I'm 22.5 square footage, and it's just it's a ranch. It's a 1-floor house, and I paid $215,000 for it 13 years ago. But I'm on an acre of land. So I mean, the cost of living is just astronomical here. You know, when you can go down to Kentucky and buy the exact same house for $150,000 or less.
So you got a modular home.
Who,
Right.
me? No, my house is still stick built.
Okay.
It's 2,250 square foot.
Well, my house has got a full basement, kind of unfinished, and it's like 1,600. You know, it's 40 by 40, so it's 1,600 a corner lot, and I bought it in 1989. I give 15,000 for it.
Wow. That's what I told my wife. I said we should have just kept the old house. It'd have been paid off by now.
Yeah, I
You
paid.
know, we need to look
I
at
paid
Tim's
for this
bill.
3 times.
Tim says a nice 5-bedroom home on 2 acres just sold for 50 grand where he's at.
And where's he at?
That's not bad.
Ain't he in Florida?
No, he's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. See, there you go. There's one in Tennessee, 75,000.
Does it have land?
See, this house could be a 2-bedroom now, but I have the computer in this one. Here, wait a minute. We got some people in, or one in the basement. Okay, he's not connected yet. But anyhow, I'm sitting in one of the bedrooms right now.
Okay. Well, my house is a 3-bedroom house. My bedrooms are large, but the room that I'm in right now, it's an office. But if I put a closet back here, because there's a spot right there, if I made it into a closet, this could be a 4th bedroom.
Correct.
It has egress window.
Yeah, it's got a big bay window.
Yeah, but I mean, is it openable? You can get it.
Yeah.
It's no more than 3 foot off the floor.
Yeah.
It's got 9 cubic feet, for escape, 9 or 11 cubic or square feet of it escape through the window.
Well, that's different up here. I mean, we're the bedrooms. They don't have to be 3 foot off the floor here. They got to be like 4.
Okay.
So the 2 side windows would open up big enough for a person to get out of them.
Oh, I see what Grizz is getting at. To be a bedroom, it's got to have a big enough window to get out.
Yeah, it's got to meet the egress standards.
Right. And then, like my old house down in the basement, they said we couldn't make a bedroom down there because there wasn't a big enough window.
The windows in this house are 78 inches tall.
Whoa. Perfect. Dad Perfect right now says, well, my property taxes are $40,000 a year.
But Mark, take in consideration who that is.
Who is it?
That's Noodles.
Oh, is it?
And he's full of shit.
Oh.
Oh, that's not Noodles? I thought for sure it was. Especially after a comment like that.
$48,000 a year in New York and go up every year. Now, I don't know about New York or anything like that, but man, I couldn't afford that.
I couldn't afford it either. Hello, John. But the windows that I have in my house, they're 78 inches tall. They're not clear to the floor. They're tall windows.
So, okay, now you got Cop C says a 3-bedroom home in Arizona, $225,000. See, that's pretty much, here. Wow. Yeah, my taxes are like $5,000 a year, but $48,000 a year.
Wow.
How long?
Yeah, I would go by that, Noodles. I mean, I'm sorry for calling you Noodles, Brian. I meant.
That's high for that.
Hey, Kim. Kim,
Yes.
I think you told me about my webcam.
Okay. Yes. I think.
I did not do the Windows update.
Did you buy one? It fixed it?
I just found out I did not do the Windows update. That's probably what my issue is.
What windows you got, John?
What?
What windows are you? What operator windows?
Why y'all are kind of in and out. Windows 10.
Are you using 10? Okay. I was gonna say they're getting ready to cut anything for like Windows 7 and that after the first of the year. They want everybody to go to 10.
Y'all are cutting in and out.
That stove wasn't on. Did you turn it on?
Unless he is frozen.
The first one. The front one wasn't on. Okay.
I guess so. That's an awful lot of money, man.
That I pulled it off because I didn't want it to boil over and
Yeah,
I turned it
pay
on.
there, pay that kind of price.
Oh, I did. I didn't know.
$48,000 a year. Could you imagine that?
That's a lot.
I wouldn't be living there now.
I don't make that kind of money, or I didn't make that kind of money. I don't make any money now. I'm on disability.
I haven't been having stuff fall out.
I got an acre and don't pay that. I pay, like I said, mine's $5,000 a year, but I pay mine with my house payment, everything like that. So that way, I don't have to pay $5,000 at one time or whatever it is. The summer split taxes. My property up north, the taxes are only they're less than $200 a year, and that's 40 acres. But I don't have nothing on it.
Well, the taxes on this house is not very much. But I found out that since I was on disability, I went up to the property tax place, treasury or whatever, and they've dropped it $183.
I remember you saying that before when you did that.
Yeah, and if I had knew about it 2 years prior, I could have done it 2 years ahead.
Right.
But I had already paid it that year, and somebody told my sister, and I went up there and they give me a check and they said, now the other 2 years, they're gone. But from now on, you'll get this. Now I'm thinking I'm going to go see about it. When I turn 65, I'll get another cut.
But see, that's the way they should do it. Because these people have worked and paid taxes their whole life, and after they retire and get out of work, they should get a break on their taxes on their property.
Yeah.
See,
especially that I don't have any kids in school.
Right. And up here in Michigan, they wouldn't spit on you if you was on fire. And my dad lived in Kentucky. He only paid $600 a year taxes down there. Well, Tim, you're exactly right. You've never really owned it.
No, you don't really own it. You get to pay taxes and sit here.
Well, Stray, when I get ready to retire, I'm just going to come down there and move in with you. Yeah, 3,000 pennies when it comes to $48,000 in taxes.
Wow. 48,000 a year for taxes.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
And that's supposed to be New York. That's why Trump's going to Florida. You heard that, didn't you, Malk? Malk?
What's that?
Trump's moving to Florida.
Yeah. How much taxes down there?
He said it was too expensive to live in New York. Wow. So when they get done with him and put his tail up between his leg, he's going to run ass to Florida.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Florida either, but they say that it's cheaper down there. They say housing and everything down there is cheaper.
Yeah, but you're right in the middle of Hurricane Alley down there too.
Oh, I know, man. That's what scares me.
They was talking about in California with the fires and stuff that they can't hardly get insurance now.
No, the mudslides, the fires, and it just it's hard. Where are you moving to next there, Stray? Alabama?
Yeah.
When I was young, my brother went to school. He played for the Razorback back down there in Arkansas.
John.
And man, I loved going down there. I thought Arkansas was the greatest state in the world. I wouldn't mind moving out that way. Oh, Stray, I'm following you, buddy. Wherever you go, I'm following. I'm coming. I'm gonna live right with you. Moving right in with you, Stray. I will find you. Yeah, I pay a little bit more than that. Mine's like $112 a month.
Your insurance? I don't know what it is. I pay the whole year. It's 800 some for a year.
Oh, that's not bad at all then. So that's less than $100 a month.
Yeah, but that's pretty high. It didn't used to be like that. When I first bought this house, I was paying around 500.
Okay.
And it just slowly.
Was that taxes or insurance?
Well, at that particular time, I was talking about insurance. 800 and some a year.
Someone shoot me if I say I'm moving to Cali. I don't think I'd want to live in California either. Well, Grizz, he owns a whole daggone mountain down there. His taxes probably ain't much down there.
I'm uninsured. My property's uninsurable.
Really? Why is that?
Because the home on it's too old. It's a mobile. It's a manufactured home. It's not a house,
Oh, okay.
and it's too old. But when I bought the place, I mean, the place, the value of the place has really gone up. I mean, I bought it for 30, logged it off, and got 15 of it back, and it's appraised at 130 now.
So, how many acres do you have there?
Pardon?
How many acres are you on?
Oh, not a whole lot. I only have 6 acres here.
That's a good amount of acreage, though.
Hey, your camera's working, John. Or is he froze up?
I can't tell.
John, are you froze up? Speak, John, speak.
Yeah, I think he froze up.
That's pretty much true, though, Stray, man, because California, man, that's a weird state. It's definitely weird down there. Brian's the only normal person I know that lives down there. Yeah, I'd say John's a little froze up. Either that or he's really good at playing mannequin.
Yeah.
The amount of time that I was in California, we just drove. We really didn't see much. We just looked at the coast.
Brian said normal. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. They say it's beautiful down there, man. The shores and everything down there in the mountains. They say it's beautiful in California.
Well, it's pretty right there at the coast, but when you start across from Bakersfield, there ain't nothing but rocks and bare ground.
But that country is really beautiful country in the wintertime.
$12.
Especially in the spring.
$12 for a pack of bologna and bread. Wow.
Where at? In California?
California. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Well, that was probably in a tourist town then. But how long ago was that, fat boy?
Bologna's $1. Is that?
We talk about where he lives at. That's what it is.
Well, a pack of cigarettes. Oh, that's where. A pack of cigarettes up here about $6.
Be a good time to quit, then.
When I quit smoking cigarettes, they were $2.25. I quit smoking because they raised it 25 cents.
They're $6 to $8 a pack here.
John, are you there? Yeah, he's having problems, ain't he? Wow. So I'm taking it Brian lives in the cheaper part of California. Yeah, lunch meat down up here, it's pretty high, but I mean it's not where it's not affordable. You can still afford it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm starting to think that Big Steve got hijacked or something.
He went out there, got in that car, and those little kids beat him up. They said, "We'll show you, big boy," and beat him up.
Are you guys speaking my name again?
We are. We was wondering
guys-
if you got hijacked or something.
We figured.
Huh?
We figured you got hijacked.
Never. You think anybody could hijack me? Yeah, bring it.
Oh hell
Hey.
yeah!
Hey, check this out. Steve's got a shirt on.
Yeah, he does, don't he? That looks good, Steve.
That's why I put it up.
I'll be honest with you, Steve. I figured you walked out and get in your car, and those little kids beat your butt.
Sometimes I am quite scared. They move pretty quickly. And they smell like cabbage.
Smell like cabbage. You know, I have to say I'm glad that my camera's kind of far away because my head looks so much smaller than Steve's.
It does help, huh?
Yep. Steve's shirt. Someone's missing a bed sheet. That's funny, Stray.
Oh no, fat boy.
Oh. That's funny, man. Oh, Omar the tent maker hooks him up. Ah, I ain't seen Tim's World in a while. It's good to see him. You sure it's a bed sheet? those, those kids must have ransacked Steve's house and went there and dragged his ass back out there and whooped him some more. Yeah, you know, the school systems up here in Michigan are starting to get really bad too, man. Those schools, they don't want to pay for anything anymore.
Yeah, the prices. I'll tell you what, me and Pam, I think it was a week ago, we went down to Pigeon Forge and their prices are skyrocketing down there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the tourist time of year. That's probably why.
Well, yeah, but I've been down there in October before,
Oh, yeah?
and I've never seen it this bad. But it takes forever to get from one side to the other side of that town.
What, Pigeon Forge?
Yeah, if you're going through Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and
Right.
of course this time we didn't go over the mountain. We went to Gatlinburg and we just drove through.
Okay.
And when we was up there in Gatlinburg, up on the road through the woods, we seen a bear. And of course, a whole bunch of other people seen it. And I took my camera, see, and you open this window, you know,
Uh-huh.
and you can see it. Boy, I just filmed that bear and looked at it, you know, for a good 10 minutes. I hadn't pushed record.
I knew you were going to say that.
I did not push record. I got excited about seeing a bear and filming it. I told Pam, I said, I never pushed record. I didn't get a damn lick of it.
That's funny. But I just knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
I
my
got bear. I got bear on my property up north, and I was driving down the road and I see this little fur ball running down the side of the road. Those little bears can run pretty fast, man.
Yeah.
In other words, you ain't getting away from one on foot. That's for sure.
No. They can run as fast as a horse.
They run fast. I know that.
And they say that bears can't run downhill. Bullshit.
Hey, if they trip and roll, they're still going to be faster than you.
Yep.
Omar the tent maker. That's funny.
Oh, Trump got a video on out telling all the congressmen to go home and fix their own districts.
Yeah. Boy, those kids must have really worked Steve over. He ain't back yet. Dougie 2 West, he's on.
But now, as far as that car, Mark, I do like it.
Well, you've driven all over the United States. You should like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it had 20,000 miles on it when I bought it. It's got like 32 or something like that now.
Man, you wore that thing out.
Well, I put 7,500 miles on that one trip.
Wow. Man, you really traveled, didn't you?
Yeah, we was out 3 weeks, 3 days. And every day we drove, a tank of gas.
That's a lot of hours of driving.
Yeah, we did. But if we seen something, we stopped.
Well, that's what you're out to do.
Right.
And you stayed at Grizz's for a week down there, didn't you?
3 nights.
Well, that's cool. Seems like you guys had a good time. I seen all those videos.
We did have a good time. Or I did. I'm sure he did.
Oh yeah, I had a blast.
It just seems like Grizz has a good time anytime.
Yeah, he's a good person to go visit. I highly recommend it.
Steve says he's going to go down there and eat all of his venison.
No, he's not going to eat all of it. Guarantee it. He'll have, if he's going to eat all of it, he's going to have to earn it.
There you go.
And that stuff ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
Yeah, if it was a matter of money, it's cheaper to go buy beef than it is to go hunting.
Just to go up north, and I got my own property. I got a place to stay up there and everything. But by the time you buy your food, your gas, and everything, you're looking to spend $500.
Yeah.
For what?
To go
To go hunting.
Oh yeah.
And that doesn't guarantee you're going to get meat either.
That doesn't guarantee nothing.
No.
And the wolves are so bad up there anymore, Grizz. It's not even worth. Just don't see deer like you used to.
Yep.
Well, that's what John's trying to update and get on here at the same time. That's why he's freezing up.
That one update, they're calling it 1903. That's a big update.
Yeah, buddy. But guys, I'm going to get off here. Kim, thanks for having me up. You guys have a rest of night and take care and stay out of trouble.
Thank you for the support, Mock. You come back anytime.
It's good to be up here. I ain't been one of yours in a long time there, buddy.
Okay, you're welcome anytime.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care, Mark.
Now, I don't know what happened to JT. He said he couldn't get on his email.
Email. I see I got a driver update that I'm supposed to do on this laptop. I'll check that out when I get off of here.
Oh, in 2 days, I went back and looked at some of my videos. They're still on my camera. But that place where I was telling you about whale watching,
Yeah.
of course, I didn't see any whales. Depot,
Home Depot or
DEPOE.
Depot Bay?
Now talk.
Depot Bay?
Depot Bay. Yeah. Sunday morning, that one will be up.
Cool.
But it just, I just took a picture of the water and I went down. There's a place that you go into and they got binoculars laying all the way around,
Yeah.
but there wasn't nothing to see. So I didn't film inside that. I just filmed from above, looking down at it.
Yeah.
If you look at it, and then I kind of repeated some videos, but they're way back there, you know. Unless you've actually watched every video, you won't notice it.
Yeah.
But I set the tripod up and sat down and talked with the water behind me. I thought it looked pretty neat. And then I got some videos of me and you. I might work that into something
Cool.
because I enjoyed sitting there talking to you.
Oh yeah, we had some good times there.
I do really wish I could come back.
Oh, I do too.
Could you move part way here? I mean,
then we'll pull it off again.
that's 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear that car out before I get the time on it.
Go by train.
Mm.
Go on a train trip.
Man, I'll tell you what, these Chanterelle mushrooms are good with the sausage.
Oh, you're eating.
No, not yet. I was just sampling. It's still cooking it. It's just wrapped up. I was just tasting.
I had
Get real good.
I had frosted flakes for supper.
Ooh, that don't sound like a good dinner.
No, it's pretty good.
You must be batching.
No, she didn't feel like cooking.
Ah,
I had a bowl of chili and a ham sandwich at noon. John's still here.
mm. Oh yeah, that sausage is good.
Well, I've noticed that if I've got an update that needs to be done, everything lags on my computer. Everything opens up slow.
Yeah.
But I wish that I would have knew a little more about. I wish that I would have told him put a solid state drive hard drive in this desktop, because this one's got the disc in it, you know, where it spins.
Yeah.
Because Pam's has got a solid state in hers, and that laptop's got a solid state. And man, they boot up quick.
Yeah, my boot time on my computer ain't bad, but I keep everything cleaned off of it. I don't have very many things that start up. A lot of it is what you have starting up on it. And you can turn off a lot of the startup features.
And see, I've got 11 plus tabs open.
Uh-huh.
I've got a lot of playlists running.
I will get one. There isn't one. I know.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody gets credit on what I'm doing, but I've got them running.
Yeah. Oh man, you wouldn't believe how good this venison sausage is.
I'll bet it's great.
Yeah, my wife made some potato soup, kind of a porridge type of stuff, but it's vegetarian, of course. So I cooked up some sausage and chanterelle mushrooms to add to mine. And I can't wait to start digging into it.
Well, Grizz, I'm gonna get off here so you can eat. It's 10 o'clock for me.
Okay. Yeah, I need to do an update on this thing too.
I've got well, 2 hours and 26 minutes on this live stream.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry I've been gone, you guys. I was cooking Mom something to eat.
That's okay, Steve.
Okay, we'll get
on him, or you
Do what,
cutting it
Steve?
off?
In just a minute. If you got something to say, come on up.
Oh, not really. I got to cook for Mom.
Okay.
So thank you for letting me come up, buddy.
Well, thank you for coming up.
Always.
Even though you wasn't in here and it was running, you was helping me out.
Yup.
So, some people they don't understand that. If you got to go somewhere, leave your computer run,
Yeah,
because it helps.
that's right. I'll see
Okay.
you again soon, okay?
Do what?
I'll see you again soon.
Okay, I hope so.
All
See
right,
you.
later, bro.
Bye.